Okay, y'all, just drop whatever you're doing and turn up your radio, 'cause it's time for BodyLove. Here's what happened last time.
I mean, if you're staying with my folks for a month, is the cost of getting me back, is that too high a price to pay?
No. When you put it like that, no.
You and Miles were so close. I felt sure that if he'd confided in anyone else, it would have to have been you. And if he asked you to keep a secret as long as he lived,
then it would be okay for me to divulge his secret now. Well, those were in fact his conditions. So I'd say now I can finally tell you the whole story.
Did you see Saul and your father out there when you came in?
Mama, my father's not out there. My father is dead.
What did you say?
You heard me, Mama. I know Miles Armstrong was my father, and I know if he hadn't died the way he did, if people hadn't started asking questions about him after he died, you were never going to tell me the truth.
Maya, listen to me. The real truth is more complicated than anything you might have picked up through the grapevine.
Mama, I'm not talking about rumors. I've got the letter right here, the letter you wrote to me when I was a baby, but you were going to keep it from me for God knows how long.
Oh, my God.
So don't tell me I need to get the whole truth or the whole story. I think I got the whole story.
How did you get this?
Mama, what difference does it make? Can't you just focus on me for a change? I need to know why you've been lying to me all these years. I had a chance to have a loving, decent father, and you took that away from me. Year after year, you let me believe a lie. Made me live my whole life thinking that good-for-nothing drunk was my father, when all the time that kind, gentle, honest man who I thought was just a friend of the family...
Maya, please, listen. I thought I was doing what was going to be the best for you in the long run.
Don't you dare tell me you were looking out for me. You were looking out for yourself.
I was looking out for myself. That is true. And there were other people to look out for, too.
Other people?
Yes. Now, please, come over here and sit down with me. I'll tell you everything. We'll get it all out in the open once and for all.
No more lies? No more changing the subject?
There's no point in any of that. Now that you know as much as you do, I need to tell you absolutely everything.
Well, okay. But how do I know you'll tell me the truth?
I guess you don't. But if you listen to what I say, at least you can make up your mind about it after.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Maya, you just hold it right there.
Fidelia, get out of here.
I've been out there watching you, and now I see you getting all meek and mild and shuffling to sit down with this woman.
Fidelia, please. I'm begging you.
Whatever she says, Maya, don't listen to her. She lied to you for 20 years, and she's only going to lie to you now.
Wait, now Mama Mabel, where are you taking us?
I'm taking y'all back to my house. And after I drop Sonny off there, I'm gonna take you back to your mama's house. And Sonny, don't tell me you don't need to be staying with me till you get this drinking thing out of you once and for all. 'Cause you do.
If you're willing to take me back, Mama Mabel, then let's do it. Nessa says that's the only way she's taking me back, so that's what I'm gonna do. I just didn't expect you to know that already.
You all think Mama Mabel's losing her touch, huh? I'm still sharpening all you children put together.
Only you were supposed to be bringing TJ back to Mama. You didn't go off and forget him, did you?
See what I'm talking about? Your little brother is sound asleep in his car seat, safe as can be.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see him now.
Yeah, I keep forgetting how big this van is. Look at how sweet he looks, all curled up like that.
Talking like I had drove off and forgot all about him.
Yeah, but you never did take him to Mama. As soon as you got to BodyLove, you just told us to get in and you just drove off.
That's because I know things the two of you don't know. You see what's going on, but you don't know what to make of it.
Well, we saw Fidelia and Maya pull up in a car just about the same time you did.
And did you see Maya go in by herself?
I didn't see that.
Well, she did. And why would your sister go storming into the salon this late at night when she expect your mama to be in there alone?
Knowing Maya, it could have been anything. She's been acting weird for a long time. I mean, weird even for her. But this last week or so, man.
What's she done this last week?
She stays up most of the night watching TV. Then she won't get out of bed in the morning. And I know she's been late to work a couple of times.
Now see, that ain't like her at all.
And Mama says Maya's just about quit eating, even her favorite foods. She just sort of pushes them around the plate, or she doesn't even come to the table. You can tell she's losing weight too, just looking at her.
I hadn't noticed any of that. But then she doesn't talk to me much.
She doesn't know you like I do.
Well, for whatever reason, I know she don't like Sonny, and I figured whatever she's got to say to her mama, it was gonna be best for me to get Sonny away from there just as fast as I could.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah, you were probably right about that.
See what I'm saying? Told you, your mama Mabel's pretty smart. Only I just realized I'm not doing this exactly right.
Not doing what right?
Now, instead of going to my house and then back to Vanessa's, I think I better just turn around.
Turn around?
Yeah, and go to Vanessa's first. I'm gonna drop you and TJ off first because I think your dad and me have got to talk. In private and right now.
Stay tuned for more Body Love right after this. And now, back to Body Love. Reverend Higgins, if there's something that you know about Miles, and if it's anything we can talk about over the phone, then I'm begging you.
Roz, Miles was such a giving person, so protective of you and everything you loved. Well, he knew you loved the salon, so he decided to help by putting extra money into BodyLove's account.
But it makes no sense. If he wanted to do some kind of payroll deduction that helped my business, we would have worked that out together. Why in the world would he have kept that a secret?
I think he didn't want you to worry because he was raising that extra money by putting in overtime at the company. And I think the secrecy was just his way of giving you a gift like none other, a gift that he'd give to you all his life.
That sounds beautiful, and it sounds like Miles, but there is still something about it that also sounds kind of, I don't know. Look, they're letting me out of the recovery lodge soon. Are they letting you out soon, too?
Very soon, praise God. They say I'm coming along way ahead of schedule.
Then as soon as we both get out, let's get together and track down the whole story. Will you do that with me?
I will help you get the full truth about this, Roz. That is a promise.
Fidelia, you don't know anything about this, and you're just here to stir up trouble.
You stirred up the trouble 20 years ago, Miss Vanessa. Now I'm just trying to help Maya.
Help Maya? Since when have you ever tried to help anybody but yourself?
I'm not the one with the daughter. I've been lying to her whole life.
Stop, please, both of you, stop! Fidelia, I appreciate you bringing me over here and standing up for me, but right now, you're not helping. I need to do this myself.
No way. You're just gonna give in and let her tell you more lies if I'm not here.
I was trying to tell her the truth when you barged in. And anyway, how are you going to make me say anything different than what I was going to say?
Fidelia, I'll be fine. You have to go so I can talk to my mother. I need to get the real truth, and I won't get it with you standing here. Please, just go for me.
Well, if you decide you can't live under the same roof with her anymore, you know you always have a home with your Aunt Fidelia. I mean, if you think about it, you're family now.
Yeah. I'll talk to you later, Fidelia.
Thank you for getting rid of her. Nobody drives me crazy the way Fidelia does.
Mama, I didn't ask her to leave for your sake. I asked her to leave for mine. I want to talk to you about this letter, right now, and alone. Now.
Maya, I'm sorry that you didn't find this out from me. I have dreaded this day since you were born. I never wanted you to know, not unless something happened to me.
Never wanted me to know? Why shouldn't I know who my father really is? How can you say you're going to keep this from me forever?
You've got the letter. God only knows how you got it, but you must have read it all by now. So you know what happened. I was young and stupid, and I was acting out.
Acting out?
You know how strict Mama is. She didn't like the fact that I was dating more than one boy at a time. If she had known how far it gone with some of them, I don't want to, maybe...
It's okay, Mama. I know where babies come from.
Well, it's just like I told you in the letter. I got pregnant, and Miles was the father, but by the time I figured out, I had to do something. He had already hooked up with Roz, and they were so happy.
And you were dating Sonny all this time. That's what I don't get. How could you?
Maya, you have to remember, this was a long time ago. Sonny was different back then, real different. All the girls were crazy about him. He was the star athlete, the one everybody knew was going to go far. I couldn't believe he even wanted to go out with me. And then when I told him I was pregnant...
You told him the baby was his?
Yes, may God forgive me. But that's what I told him. And he wanted to do the right thing. That's the kind of man he was.
Just not the kind of man he kept on being.
But don't you see why I stayed with him all this time?
Mama, he turned out to be a drunk. A wife-beating, alley-crawling drunk. And my whole life, I've been looked down on by everybody because I was his daughter. That was your idea of doing me a favor?
I did what I did because I thought it was best for you. And I was wrong. But you have been the best daughter a mother could have. You have stood by me in the worst times, made me proud all through school. And the way you helped around the house and take such wonderful care of TJ. And now you've got a job where soon you're going to be making more money than I do.
Yeah. And you know what, Mama? I can't take it anymore. You add up all those things you just said, and you tell me if I shouldn't feel sick of it. Sick to death of the whole thing. And starting right now, things are gonna be different.
What do you mean? What things?
I mean everything.
Okay, now that we got the children taken care of, us grown-ups can talk.
I'm guessing this is something about Vanessa?
You got that right. Now, Sonny, you know I never approved of my daughter marrying you in the first place.
I do know that.
And you know, most of my problems with that was because she had to get married.
I know that too.
But I let it happen because under the circumstances, I'd rather she got married than...
I know what you're saying, Mama Mabel.
Well, since Miles died, some secrets have started getting slowly uncovered, if you know what I'm saying.
Secrets like what?
Sonny, I need for you to tell me the whole truth. You married my daughter because she told you that she was pregnant with your child. Would you have married her if she told you that baby's daddy was somebody else?
Fidelia, what are you saying?
Roz, you know exactly what I'm saying. Vanessa admits it. She wrote it all down in the letter from Maya, and Maya got hold of the letter, and now it's all out. Maya's daddy was Miles.
Fidelia, it just doesn't...
I know. Seems crazy. Doesn't sound like the man you married. But it's the truth. The plain and simple God's own truth. Your husband was cheating on you. And he was cheating with your so-called best friend. And they even had a daughter together.
There has to be some other explanation for this.
What other explanation? Look, this is what that extra money coming into BodyLove was all about. just like I told you. Miles was paying Vanessa to keep quiet. Over the years, a total of $25,000.
Give me the phone.
Who you calling?
I'm calling my best friend, Miss Vanessa Love. I have a few things I'd like to say to her. Now, you better be here again next time to hear what's gonna happen on BodyLove.
Dr. Ellis, I don't get it. My big sister Maya has always been the one who took care of everybody else. Now she's acting like she can't even take care of herself. What's going on?
Saul, I'm afraid Maya is showing all the classic symptoms of depression. And it's really no surprise. She's trying to deal with one of the most difficult times in her life without much support.
Is it really that bad? I mean, doesn't being depressed just mean being sad?
I'm afraid not. Not enough people realize that depression is a very common mental illness. And like a lot of other illnesses, it can have varying levels of severity. If untreated, depression will only progress and may even lead to suicide.
But Maya doesn't seem to be doing anything to help herself. I don't think she feels like she even needs any help.
You may be right, Saul. Many people have learned to show a brave face, even if things aren't going so well. Maya's probably grown up around lots of people who've always told her she should hold her feelings in rather than share them. And that's a sure way to make depression worse. Maybe you can encourage her to talk to someone she trusts, someone who's trained in dealing with depression.
Okay, Doc. She really doesn't take advice from me, but I'm going to try to help her any way I can.
This was BodyLove, episode 37, written by the BodyLove Writers Group, recorded at Bout World Studios, Jeff McKee, engineer, and directed by Will York. Featured in the cast were Audrey Quinn, Shalithia Williams, Cheryl Hall, Luane Childry, James A. McCarty Jr., Tina Wilson, Vanessa Anderson, and Michael Reed, with Dr. Chris Ellis bringing today's health message. BodyLove is a project of the University of Alabama at Birmingham School of Public Health, in conjunction with the UAB Department of Theater. Dr. Chris Ellis is medical consultant. Lee Shackelford and Yoko Kawamura are producers. Dr. Connie Kohler is the executive producer. Support for the BodyLove radio drama project is provided by a matching grant from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, Princeton, New Jersey, along with the Joseph S. Bruno Charitable Foundation, the Community Foundation of Greater Birmingham, and the Carefree Fund of the Community Foundation of Greater Atlanta. Additional support for this episode was provided by the Alabama State Council on the Arts. Find out more about BodyLove on our website, www.bodylove.org.